Hold on. I don't have a microphone on. Rich is homesick. I think Rich had like a sore throat or a headache.
No,
so I can't come in anymore.
He's very ill, actually.
He's sick. So producer Bill is doing all the stuff that Rich would do and interjecting as well. And Kyle, what's going on? And this is just some GBG.
Okay, Kelsey Grammer seems to play favorites when it comes to Pierce Morgan and Anderson Cooper. You guys remember he stormed off Pierce Morgan's set when he saw a mere picture of his ex-wife. Right? But apparently Kelsey Grammer likes Anderson Cooper a lot more because Anderson maybe has just a more creative way of bringing up the past, if you will. He asked him if he had one big regret in his life, kind of alluding to the fact that, maybe Camille Grammer was the big regret. But Kelsey answered, yeah, I regret a lot of things. Not spending enough time with my daughter, not telling my wife I love her enough, and not Camille. He's talking about his new wife, Kate. Mm-hmm. And then Anderson's like, okay, he's not giving me anything about the ex-wife. So he had to say, I'm a Real Housewives fan. And at the very beginning, when they were on the Real Housewives together, there were scenes with Camille and Kelsey that were very awkward. And he brought those up. He said, do you maybe possibly regret doing the scenes on Real Housewives because they were pretty awkward?
I was trying to pretend things were normal for the sake of somehow letting her have that moment, and it was just ill-advised. It was the wrong decision. I should have come home from England when I first met Kate and just said, listen, I've met somebody, and this hasn't been working for a long time, and I regret not doing that. But I thought I could do something nice, some parting thing, and so it was very painful and uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for Kate. It was uncomfortable for all of us.
He won't say Camille's name. Like they won't.
Is this
speak
after
each other?
Is it after the Pierce thing?
Yeah, this was just like yesterday.
Oh, wow. It's
crazy, right? Yeah. You can see the whole video on our website, johnjayandrich.com, keyword GBG. He also gushes about his new wife, about how she's a woman that knows how to love. It's kind of a fascinating interview. Like I said, you can see that whole thing on our website, johnjayandrich.com, keyword GBG. Neo actually recently appeared on an episode of VH1's Behind the Music, where he discussed his rise to the top and finding his soulmate and raising a child to get that he actually thought was his for a while. His ex-girlfriend called him after the paternity test results and admitted that he was not the boy's father. She just kept saying over and over again to the point where, he broke, he said he just had to drop the phone. He didn't believe it. He had attached himself to this child. He thought it was his.
For how long?
A few years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't even know what to do. How do you act after you find out that, right? So he basically says he didn't care who the father was. In his head, he was still the child's father. He was there when he was born. He saw him. He helped raise him. So he said he's offered child support as if he were the biological father. So he said when it came down to it, they settled out of court, and he said, and he felt like he's paying an ungodly amount of money.
Oh, so he said, I'll pay. Now he's paying too much money? And it's not my kid?
Yeah. Yeah, he said what he feels like is an ungodly amount of money. There's a little update on this Billie Joe Armstrong meltdown from, of course, the iHeartRadio Music Festival. We've talked about it for the last couple of days. Turns out, I didn't know this, but backstage, before he went to rehab, right? Backstage, he slammed Bon Jovi, saying they were the worst band they've ever toured with. And one of the members of Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, said he didn't even remember playing with Billie Joe Armstrong, but he's sorry he had such a bad time. Now,
I wonder if he meant he's one of the worst bands at iHeart, because I thought Bon Jovi blew at iHeart.
Oh, I thought they were good.
Oh my God, they didn't even sing they had other people, they had the audience sing their songs, which pisses me off.
A lot of people do that.
And that pisses me off.
Now, since Billie Joe Armstrong went to rehab, Green Day canceled their appearance with Jimmy Kimmel, so Alanis Morissette filled in. And then just because of, the situation, decided to cover a Green Day song.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
Okay, if you want to hear more, johnjayandrich.com. Type in the keyword GBG. You can hear the whole Alanis Morissette Green Day cover. That's on our website right now, johnjayandrich.com. Keyword GBG.
Yesterday,